Hi everyone, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, on Sundays I upload pick-a-pile videos, and today we're doing Will We Reconcile? If you guys have any ideas on pick-a-pile readings that you would like to see or that I should do, I would love to see them in the comments. And as always, if you guys are interested in getting a personal reading, the link is in the description, along with the timestamps. So, if you guys haven't already, I'm going to give you a little bit more time to decide on what pile you want, and then I'm going to go on to number one. Okay, so this is deck number one. Okay. So for your overall energy, you have the Emperor, so you may be an Aries, or you may be dealing with an Aries. You may be trying to embody these very leader, powerful types of energy. The Emperor is the King of Kings, so I'm definitely getting the impression that you're trying to be powerful or trying to move towards a powerful person in order to reconcile, if that makes any sense. A lot of you guys might be working on yourselves in a way. Especially with this Magician, I feel like some of you might be working out or like doing something that would boost your sort of like, I don't want to say attractiveness, but like I feel like a lot of you guys are sort of putting times into yourself right now. So as for Will You Reconcile, I'm getting a lot of confused energy here. Because the Two of Swords, to me, always talks about indecision, which tells me that, you know, this person is obviously not decided, and I think that probably to a lesser extent, you guys are also undecided. So there's sort of like a lot of that energy where it's like, I don't know, do I not, will they, won't they, that kind of a thing. And especially with this Four of Cups here, that leads me to believe that you guys are sort of craving something more, are sort of craving more out of a relationship, maybe like a higher like elevation, sort of like a level up. But for some of you, I'm getting there might be like, you might want like more of a spirituality sort of element to your relationships. So I'm hearing definitely for some of you, you would prefer to have something that was very soulmate, twin flame-esque. And I don't know if that's necessarily here. I do see the Magician, which, I mean, if you're interested in that, that's good. The Magician is also very passionate. And is the ruler of Mercury, so I'm sensing that there's going to be communication of some kind here. But you have the Death card. So that to me definitely feels like something's gotta go. If it's not the relationship, then it's like some part of the relationship that was very much not working. I feel like there was something in the relationship that was very harmful to it as a whole, and in order for this relationship to continue, that cannot stay. And to me right now, it feels like it's almost like pulling a weed, or almost like pulling teeth, and whatever it is going to change. I have been putting off talking about the Lovers, so you got the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune, which are really good cards to have, especially in the sense of reconciliation, because the Lovers talks about overcoming obstacles as well. So to me, that almost feels like you're trying to cross distance in order to sort of be together. So I'm getting very much half and half, 50-50 for this kind of pile. I feel like a group of you guys are going to see some real success because of this Lovers and this Wheel of Fortune, which are on the same row. But then another group of you guys might not end up wanting to reconcile, especially with this Death and Four of Cups. It almost feels like you might find something better elsewhere, and I feel like if you do, then Spirit is going to make it apparent to you that that's what you're going to get. And that was your pile for this reading. If you guys enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like or a comment because it really helps out the channel. And I really like to know if you guys think the reading resonated for you or not. But you guys are more than welcome to subscribe if you like the content and go look at my other videos, or even just go back and pick another pile. But with all that being said, I hope to see you guys next time. And now I'm going to move on to deck number 2. All right, hello deck number 2. Okay, so for your overall energy, you guys, you have the Five of Cups, which to me isn't surprising because in a reconciliation reading, chances are you guys have had a history together, have had disappointments, and that's what's brought on this sort of separation and thus the need for reconciliation. So whenever the Two of Cups comes out, or sorry, the Five of Cups, whenever it comes out, it tells us to remember that even though there's disappointment, there's also a bright side. So in the depicted picture, there's 5 cups and he's spilled over 3, but he has 2 remaining. And the reason I said 2 of cups earlier was because I just noticed that 2 of his 5 cups are filled with wine, or almost, it could even be blood, but the other 3 are filled with water. So I've never noticed that dynamic of 2 and 3 and how they were different. So that leads me to believe that because these cups were filled with different materials, that you guys were putting in different amounts of effort. And I feel like that was the issue. You didn't quite feel appreciated. I feel like you were trying to, almost like, if I put in effort, then like this person will understand and they'll put in effort as well. But I'm getting the image of them like sitting in a chair almost. Like you're trying to do something for them or trying to help them and they're not necessarily reciprocating, or at least in the past. And that's why there was this huge blow off, I feel, or there may have been like an argument about this. But now I'm seeing this 3 of Pentacles and this 3 of Cups. So the 3 of Cups talks about reunions. So that bodes very well for you guys if you're interested in reconciliation. But the 3 of Cups is even better because the 3 of Cups talks about working together. It talks about wanting to sort of pool resources and pool your abilities to have a better outcome. So I really do feel like this person wants to come back forward. But I feel like there's some kind of blockage because I see the Knight of Cups, and that's together with the 4 of Swords. So the 4 of Swords is a card about resting and about taking your time, right? So this woman is sleeping with these swords, which tells me that right now you're not seeing a whole lot of action, especially with this Knight of Cups in reverse. Because the Knight of Cups is a message coming forward to you, and the fact that it's in reverse tells me that you're not seeing this message and that it's not coming to you. At least the love portion of the the love portion of the message. But here with this Knight of Swords, I see it upright. So I haven't mentioned this yet, but you have the Emperor card. The last pile also had the Emperor card, so if you're interested, maybe go back and watch another pile. But I do feel that with the Emperor here, there's almost a feeling of like alpha male-esque. So this person might have like an ego problem, or might try to be like the alpha male sometimes. But I feel like if it's like more positive qualities, then this person, you know, knows how to take charge of a situation, is responsible, resourceful. I think what it is for some of you is that in the past they may have been like that, sort of like ego-ish and standoffish, and now they're sort of coming forward with this more mature energy. But with this Knight of Swords, I definitely feel like they're taking a more logical stance than an emotional stance, and that's why this Knight of Cups is in reverse. And I don't know if that's exactly what you're interested in right now. But either way, it does look positive. I do think that they want to come forward with you to reconcile. It's just a matter of getting this emotional portion out of them. But that was your reading for pile number 2. If you guys enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or a comment, and it really helps out the channel. I personally really like to know if the readings resonate for you guys or not, so I'd love to see that in the comments. You guys are welcome to subscribe if you really like the content, or go back and watch any of my other pickup piles, or even go back into the video and watch the other numbers. But with all that, I hope to see you guys next time, and we're moving on to pile number 3. All right, hi pile number 3. This is your reading for Will We Reconcile? Okay, you guys, so you have the three of Swords as your overall energy, which doesn't particularly surprise me, because in reconciliation readings, typically you have the story of somebody who is broken up with someone else, or there's a huge fight in the relationship and you're under threat of breaking up, and that type of energy typically comes associated with the Three of Swords. And I feel like if you're clicking on this video, you're coming forward with that kind of energy. I definitely feel that it's also your partner as well, so there's just sort of heartache going on everywhere right now. And it might be a really tough time for you guys, but with this High Priestess in reverse, you guys need to seriously consider what your intuition is telling you, because I feel like whenever I see the High Priestess in reverse, it's telling me that you're not listening to your intuition, and your intuition is on point right now. And I think that if you guys are having dreams or sort of getting these intuitive gut feelings, you should be listening to them, because I feel like almost 9 times out of 10, probably even 10 times out of 10 right now, you guys are gonna get it like right on the ball. So listen to what your intuition is telling you. I feel like you may have very recently had an experience where you're like, oh man, I should have listened to it, because then you ended up doing whatever it wasn't, and then you saw that it would have been better off for you if you had just listened to your intuition. But moving on to sort of like the rest of the reading, you have the Ace of Wands, and then the Two of Wands. So whenever I see the Ace of Wands with the Two of Wands, it always reminds me of this 3-step program. The Ace of Wands talks about sort of taking in your new opportunity. The Ace of Wands itself brings forward a new opportunity and passion. And I feel like because this is love, you know, it may get very physical, very steamy for you guys. But I think that you guys need to sort of take a step back and really analyze the situation, because that's what the Two of Wands is about. The Two of Wands is about taking the time to plan, to analyze, to have a game plan, really, or a strategy even. I think that you guys need to really look at the situation not through rose-colored glasses, but through very sort of logical lens. Because with this Seven of Cups, I definitely feel fantasy energy. I feel that there's the energy of like wanting this Ten of Cups, which is like the happy home, the happy life, you know, the two kids, a dog, a fence, you know, that kind of an energy. So like my warning to you is don't get caught up on it, and don't like want this person to reconcile with you just because you're afraid of missing out. Because I really do believe that there's multiple people for someone out there. Multiple people for you out there. But I really do see that this Ten of Cups is real, and you're going to get it. It's just that you need to be realistic in order to get it. And that's what this Two of Swords is talking about, is that right now I think that you guys are in a position where you're very much caught between your fantasies and your realities. So I think that now is a time to really sit down and analyze what's going on. I know that's not exactly what you want to hear when you have 2 wands and 2 cups, but I really do think that you guys should take things with a grain of salt before you move forward, because the passion is there, and I feel like there is love, but like, is it sustainable? I feel like that's only a question that you can ask, that you can answer in your situation. But either way, I see a good outcome for you guys. But that was your reading for this time around. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or a comment. It really helps out the channel. And I love to know if these readings resonate with you or not. You guys are more than welcome to go back into the video and maybe pick another number, or go through and watch my other timeless videos on my channel. And if you guys really like the content, then you're more than welcome to subscribe. But with all that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.